Well, the, to be aware of everything around you all the time, you know, and in Iraq it's even worse than World War II. You know? People carry bombs that put bombs on their kids, I guess, in Iraq once in a great while. And in Germany you didn't have that, but to be aware of everything that's going on around you all the time and pay attention. Don't take anyone else's word for things. Make your own decisions, you know. Generals are you know, they're no better than anyone else. They don't know it. They're just a general. Most officers, God, there's so few good ones, and I don't imagine it's any better. Probably worse. And you just have to depend on yourself, you know, and make your own decisions and pay attention and really cooperate with your buddies, you know, that you know you can depend on one another. You know, we used to make pacts with one another, little groups. When you're attacking, if someone gets hit, you just leave them and keep going, you know. They're dying, and they'll even tell you they're dying, but you're leaving them, and they'll tell you, I'm dying. Good luck, you know. I've had them to do that, and you keep going. But we made pacts with one another that any time we were badly wounded, if we had to retreat, you know, if you keep going, it's the medic's job to get them, you know. They come up and follow you, and they'll carry them out. But if you're retreating, well then, unless you carry them, then they're just lay there, you know, to die. And we made pacts that if we had to retreat, we'd take our buddies with us one way or another, carry them on our back, you know, any damn way, but we'd get it. So you do things like that, and it worked, and that makes you believe in one another more also. You know, you have to believe in one another. If I knew we were going to attack somewhere, instead of laying around scratching my ass like everybody else, I was laying there with them binoculars trying to spot everything, you know. And that saved my life a lot of times. I knew where things were. I knew where their machine gun nests, this and that and the other were. Guys would, you know, they thought they were hid, and they'd move around, and you just look for things that don't fit, you know, and I'm sure that saved my life, was checking things ahead of time with those stolen binoculars.